If walking is getting harder, your knees might be misaligned. And this is something most people never even consider until the problem has been around for years. A lot of people assume that when walking starts to feel uncomfortable, slow, or unstable, it must mean their knees are wearing out. They blame age. They blame arthritis. They blame past injuries. But in many cases, the real issue is not how much damage is in the knee. It is how the knee is lining up and moving with the rest of the body. Walking is supposed to feel automatic. You should not have to think about every step. When alignment is off, even slightly, walking becomes work. The knees feel heavy. Steps feel shorter. You may feel stiffness, pressure, or a dull ache that builds the longer you move. Some people even feel like one leg is doing more work than the other. Knee alignment is not just about the knee itself. It involves how your hips, knees, ankles, and feet work together as a system. When one part of that system is out of balance, the knee often takes the hit. Over time, poor alignment changes how force travels through the joint, increasing strain in areas that were never meant to handle it. This is why walking can become harder even if you are not doing anything extreme. Simple daily movement can start to irritate the knee because each step repeats the same faulty pattern. Thousands of steps a day add up quickly. One of the most common signs of knee misalignment is pain or discomfort that worsens with walking but improves with rest. Another sign is feeling unstable or unsure on your feet, especially on uneven ground. Some people notice their knees turning inward or outward slightly when they walk. Misalignment can also explain why some people feel pain on one side of the knee more than the other. Instead of pressure being spread evenly across the joint, it becomes concentrated in smaller areas. That concentrated pressure leads to irritation, inflammation, and eventually more persistent pain. What makes this frustrating is that misalignment often does not show up clearly on standard imaging. X-rays may look acceptable. MRIs may not show anything dramatic. So people are told there is nothing seriously wrong, even though walking continues to feel worse. Another factor that plays a role is muscle imbalance. Muscles are supposed to guide and protect the knee as it moves. When certain muscles are weak or not firing properly, the knee can drift out of optimal alignment. Other muscles then overwork to compensate, creating tension and fatigue. Over time, this imbalance makes walking feel harder and less natural. Body weight can amplify this problem. Extra weight increases the force going through the knee with every step. When alignment is off, that added force makes the problem show up sooner and feel more intense. This is not about blame. It is about understanding why the knee feels overloaded. Many people respond to this discomfort by walking less. They shorten their walks. They avoid outings. Unfortunately, that often leads to even more stiffness, weaker muscles, and less joint support. The cycle continues, and walking becomes harder instead of easier. Pain medication may reduce discomfort temporarily, but it does not correct alignment or improve movement. So while symptoms might feel quieter for a while, the underlying issue remains. That is why many people feel stuck, unsure of what to do next. The idea that alignment matters is empowering, because alignment can often be influenced. Small changes in movement and muscle activation can improve how the knee tracks during walking. When pressure is better distributed, the knee often feels calmer and more stable. This does not mean forcing yourself through painful exercises or long workouts. In fact, aggressive movement can sometimes make misalignment worse. The goal is to help the knee move more efficiently, not more forcefully. When people address alignment issues, they often notice subtle but meaningful changes. Walking feels smoother. Steps feel more even. There is less hesitation and less fear with movement. It is also important to understand that misalignment does not mean your knee is permanently damaged. It means your knee has been doing its best under less than ideal conditions. Improve the conditions, and the joint often responds. If walking has become something you dread instead of enjoy, that is a signal worth listening to. Walking difficulty is not just an inconvenience. It affects independence, health, and quality of life. Addressing the cause early can help preserve all three. There are gentle, at-home approaches that focus on improving knee alignment and supporting natural movement. Many people are surprised by how effective small, consistent actions can be when they are done with the right intent. There are also broader factors like overall health and weight that influence how much pressure the knees handle. Supporting those areas can further reduce stress on the joints and make walking feel manageable again. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Many people experience changes in walking long before they consider them a serious problem. But walking is one of the most important movements you do every day. It deserves attention before discomfort turns into limitation. If you want to explore helpful resources that focus on supporting knee comfort and alignment, find them linked below. Take your time, learn what fits your situation, and remember that walking should not feel like a struggle.